So in this video, I'm doing D. Now D is the biggest sector of all of Camposol. Okay, just a quick sec. For those people that are after the t-shirt, especially the Expat and Mazarron subscribers t-shirt, I'll bring on my model now.
Good evening.
This will be the t-shirt that you can get, guys. Now if you want a t-shirt, if you look below the video, in the description there'll be a link there. I'm off again. See ya. How to get to D? Obviously you drive from A through B, you drive over the bridge, up past C. At the moment, I'm just opposite upper C at the moment, but right in front of me is D. You'll see the like the entrance sign on the right hand side, like an information board showing how big it is. Also, I'll just put the map up. Doesn't look very big, but I can assure you it's the biggest sector of all of them. What I'm going to do, as always, I'm going to take you on the boundary road first, and then I will try and cover every road that's on D. So it's going to be a very long video, guys. So if you're interested in D and you want to know a bit more about it, then please watch the vid. Hope you enjoy it. I'll put some music with it, but let's get on with it because it's hot in this car. Okay, I'll just stop the video a minute because I want to do a big shout out for my #1 fan in the UK. It's Joyce. Joyce knows who she is. I've just put out a quick photograph. We had a selfie over a year ago. Now, her daughter lives here on D. But, Joyce, you are a top lady. Anyway, let's get back to that video. So, we're just coming up to the information sign, which is on my right. So you've got the map there. Oh, the map's gone off quite a bit, so I'll put up a picture of the map. That's the only problem with the sun. It does bleach things out after a couple of years and have to be renewed. So we're starting on the boundary road first. I'm going to give you a little bit of blab and then I'll put the music on. So this is the boundary road. You've got some lovely walks on the right hand side with this mountain area. I've done a few of them now. Just on my left now, these are all Monsoras. Now these are private villas, which means if you bought a villa there, you would have to pay a community fee. But the rest of Camposol is you don't have to pay a community fee. Now there is another private estate which I will show you later on in the video, but at the moment just going past the Monsoras. And now we're back to normal villas, as I call it. But you can just see the landscape here. Now obviously to the right now it's all empty, so you've got that lovely view looking up through the valley there. And also, if I carried on straight ahead, there's a track that would take you out the back of Camposol, but we're sticking to the road. This goes round to the left here, but that track would take you out onto, I believe, the El Peloton road. Anyway, I'm going to put on the music now because oh, just before I put on the music, this guy that's come around the corner here, we call him Mr. Peep Peep. Now he's a guy that comes around a couple times a week. You hear him peeping his horn. He's like the metal man. Remember the old days, the old Steptoe and Son thing where he picks up metal, except he won't give you nothing for it. He'll just take it off your hands. So if you got any old bits of metal you don't want, leave it outside or just run out when you hear the peep peep and it'll stop. He'll chuck it in the back of the van. But yeah, you won't get no money for it. So anyway, let's put the music on because you don't want to hear me chatting and I want that aircon on. that's the boundary of D. So we've done a complete outer circle. Now we're going to start on the roads. See how this goes, because there's loads of roads. I'm obviously going to miss a couple of roads out. I won't be able to do every road, but I will be able to do most of them. So we're going to take the turn in there. So on this left corner here to the right is the Monsoras. So what I will do, we'll have a drive around the private estate, as I call it. This is, like I said before, this would be a community charge. You can see the private road sign. So these are a different type of villa to all the other villas on Camposol. A lot of these are up for sale at the moment. Some of these have got basements as well. And in the middle there, you can't really see it, that's where the communal pool is. This is why you're paying a community charge mainly, but also to do with this, because this road's private, and the street lights. So that would come out of your community fee. And I believe it's not a lot of money. You're not talking a lot. And if anybody lives on here, please add any comments, you know, if you want to help anybody out on costs and what's it like living there. So that was the private estate. What I will try and do is backtrack on some of these roads, because I've just seen a road back there. It is a bit of a minefield on roads, and I wish I could actually pronounce some of these names. Now some of these roads will have one-way streets, but they are marked. So straight in front is back on the main dual carriageway. And if anybody that I go past, please also put a comment. It'd be nice to know who lives on D. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that live on D. Most of the people that come over here now to buy property seem to be buying on D. So please add your comments below. So we're back onto the dual carriageway again. Another thing I must mention, all the gardens, all the trees and the shrubbery and the streets is all looked after by voluntary gardeners on D. D's got the biggest gardening group of all of Camposol. They hold parties once a year, but obviously this year it's been a bit different because of the COVID. Now, like I just said before, I'm probably going to be backtracking on myself on this roundabout, especially because you got the Monsoras there. So I'm going to go back around because I've just seen another road I missed out. Right, now just here, I don't want to go down to that left one, but just here, I'm just going to come up slowly. This is the church, St. Nicholas's Church. Obviously it's a villa, but it's been converted into a church. So now you know where the church is. quick look. So that's where the church was. Back to that roundabout again. It's a very popular roundabout. So we're going past the Monsoras again. I'm not going to go down that road to the left there. So we got a couple of roads here. I'll come back to them in a minute. Now, right in front of us here, just to the right a bit, is a lovely garden, nice walk. I've done a few videos on that one. All done by one guy, I believe, which can't be easy in this heat. Anyway, I'm going to put on some music now, because you don't want to hear me rambling. building you can see on my right now, that was called the laundry room. It's self-explanatory. It used to do all the laundry. There used to be a little coffee shop there, but unfortunately it got shut down, which is such a shame because it was a pretty important building. I believe at the time most of these buildings there were turismos, but I think they've all been changed now to you can live in 24/7 sort of thing. But anybody's got any information on this area, please add it below in the comments. It all helps out everybody else. Just to let you know now, we are over halfway through now. We're getting through it. Buildings that you can see on my left now, this is another private estate. Now, don't quote me on this. If anybody actually lives here, that'd be great to give me the proper information. But as far as I know, this was part owned by the golf resort itself. I think it was Camposol at the time, and they got their own, obviously, community fee, I believe. But don't quote me on that because I don't know, because I don't live there. But I know it's got a communal pool that they can only use. another place that's got their own different type of villa. Now also the land that you can see to my left, it's got a fence around it. That means somebody's bought that land. If you see any land that's got a fence around it, that means somebody actually owns it and it's bought it. Obviously going to be used at another date, no doubt. Straight in front of us is the view looking over towards Upper Sea. So we're going back past the private estate on the left here now. Unfortunately, this is only one of the places that I couldn't actually get a photograph of the swimming pool because it's properly fenced in. Now I believe most of these are holiday lets, but I could be wrong. So anybody that lives on this part would love to know a bit more information about this place. You will see it actually got the names on there, Saladillo Golf, and they've all got the numbers. probably noticed that there's been a slight change in the sky on the video. That's because the last time I came out to do this, my camera's got so hot that it just shut down, and it not contaminated, but it just, the files were no good. So I've had to come out again, but I've been waiting all week for it to be nice and blue sky, but it's just not happening. And I want to get this video up now, so I've come out again. This time I've got my young doggy with me, Bonnie. Bonnie's sat next to me, and we're just going around. Now I believe this is D35 because each sector is still broken up into other small sectors, and I believe this is D35, but if I'm probably wrong because I haven't got the map on me as well. Didn't really plan this well, did I? So if anybody lives on this part, please put it down below in the comments saying this might be D33, I don't know, but I've got a feeling it's D35. But anyway, we're on sector D still. We're well over halfway through now. I'm fingers crossed I'll get this done because it's coming out on Thursday. Anyway, all right, the dog's panting, so I'm going to put the music back on and I'll speak to you in a mo. Okay, if I went down to the right now, that goes down to the green bins. That means that's where you put all your garden waste. But just up there, the reason I'm turning here is because the road's blocked for some reason. I don't know why. It's been blocked for a while now, so I've got to turn around and come back up. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was a long video, guys. Well done if you made it all the way through. I expect a lot of you didn't, but the ones that did, top people. Now, that's the end of all the driving around the sector videos. So I've done A, B, C, upper C and D. Now, if you check out my playlist, I've done some videos on Welcome to Camposol, A, B, C and D as well. Now, I'm hoping, I think it's going to be well into next year now, that I will go around each sector, meeting the gardening groups, whatever else is going on, be it a photography group or a walking group. But I think this year is out of the question now, until we get rid of this COVID. Now, what I'm hoping to do in the next couple of weeks is start to go around again on each sector, but go around at night time, because obviously a lot of people ask about the lights. Where's the lights on? Where's the lights off? So I'm going to try and do that. We'll see how that goes. It might not work out very well because it's obviously going to be dark. But anyway, hope you enjoy it. As I always say, got to keep watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. So, me and Bonnie going home now.